Welcome to the Java Cafe, Java fam.
Now in Massachusetts, you can get your standard driver's license regardless of immigration status. Gather all required documents: proof of identity and date of birth, proof of Massachusetts residency, and proof of Social Security status. Next, register at mass.gov/myrmv for your learner's permit. When you pass, schedule your road test at mass.gov/myrmv and prepare at mass.gov/roadtest. Register today.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. Today is Tuesday, August 1st, 2023, and we have it right. It is a very special day in the world, in the universe. It's Tuesday, August 1st. I mean, it's just a special day. No, today's a special day. For those of you that know this young lady that is my guest this morning, you know she is humble. You know she is kind of low-key. I've heard somebody say high key before, but low key, but also she is an influencer. She is a leader. She's a pastor. She's an entrepreneur. She's an educator. She is an academic. She is an administrator. She's also my older sister. And today we are happy to bring her in the room as she is turning 53 years old. We are so excited this morning to have the icon, the queen, the humble, the meek that would never verbally assault and hurt anybody. Happy birthday, Pastor Latrell.
Thank you. Now let's clarify before we move forward. 53 is a wonderful age. It is not mine. I still got one more year in my 40s. I am 49 years old today, and I am excited about it. So,
wait, you're only 49? I thought you had caught up.
James, don't do it.
No. In all seriousness, I thought because you always tease me about something, but you'll always be older than me. So I thought you had already. I thought this was the 50 club. This is 49.
Really? Come on. I might be low key in some areas, but my birthday, if I was turning 50, baby, there would have been a billboard. There would have been, all sorts of shenanigans would have been going on because I'm already prepping for next year, which is why this year is very low key for today. Because I'm like, yeah, I'm preparing for 50, but I'm 49 today. So.
Make sure in your preparation for next year that the different region, Oh,
we're going out the country. We're going out it's out of the country.
Your 50th party is out of the country?
Yes.
Well, you better get save the date and rates out now.
James,
I'm messing.
Today.
Listen, I was getting ready to tell y'all, like, this will probably be one of my most informal but formal because she is a business. And I'm really excited. For those of you that are jumping in right now and may have to jump out, we're here today to talk with Pastor Chase about her event that is taking place on next Saturday, not this coming Saturday, next Saturday, August 12th from 1 to 5 p.m. So take a screenshot. I'll have this flyer up, but this is what we're here to talk about today. But before we do that, Pastor Chase has been with us before. She is not a stranger to the Java Cafe. She comes in and comments and posts and things. And so for those that don't know you, Pastor Chase, tell us a little bit about yourself, how you wound up on this journey of being an influencer, a entrepreneur, a salon owner, academic who was in administration, a pastor, a stylist. Like, you got a whole lot of stuff going on.
To be quite honest, some of these things I have stumbled into, particularly on the academic side, wasn't necessarily anybody. If there's anybody that's watching this that went to high school with me, I always joke and say the fact that people pay me to deal with other people's children is proof positive that there's a God. So that was not in my plans, because I never wanted to have to deal with children like me. And so now here I am dealing with children not quite like me, because my mama didn't play that, but like me. I guess I'm born and raised in the DMV in the Washington D.C. area. Sometime in DC, primarily in PG County. Went away to college at a young age in Alabama, failed miserably, came back with my tail between my legs, kind of playing around, throughout the years. Got married pretty young, relocated to Boston for what I thought was like a temporary 3 month to 1 year. Last Saturday was 27 years of me living in Boston. I'm a Boston transplant, even though my family's like, you've been there so long, you're no longer. I'm starting to become slightly comfortable with the fact that I'm a transplanted Bostonian. Anyway, through my journey of doing hair, which I already was doing in DC, going to school here, becoming a cosmetology instructor. That's what really got me in the education sector. That was the setup. And then transition into public school, falling in love with education, going back to school, finishing my bachelor's, going on for my master's, now looking to start a doctorate program. What else? Yes, there's a lot of things. And sometimes I think we focus on so many different things and we don't master any one particular thing. But I have been blessed that God has given me multiple dreams and passions, and I've been able to have success in multiple areas, and I don't take it for granted. What else? I'm an adjunct professor at Fitchburg State University. I just co-authored my first book with 7 other amazing authors 2 years ago. So definitely looking to continue on that path. So just doing a whole bunch of things, but I'm definitely not a let's throw it at the wall and see what sticks. If I set out to do it, it's going to work. I never have a plan B. It's always plan A. If God gave me the plan, that's what it is, and that's what we rolling with.
And you're going to keep it moving. I have to just mention that Heidi is in here and solidified, buying a home firmly solidified your transplantation.
Nobody asked. Nobody asked that. It didn't firmly solidify. It just delayed the transition. There will be a time, because I know God is not a liar. And there may be many years from now, but there will be a time that I will transition out of New England. I just kind of gave up on figuring out the time because I thought it was 26 years ago. So
26 years ago. Well, we're glad to have you here. Mama Java says happy birthday, along with a lot of other folks. Jaleel is in the room with you this morning. Cheryl Patterson is in the room this morning. Miss Teresa says happy birthday. Norrell is in the room. Hey, lady, in the room as well. And so, and here goes our boy. I simply adore this human. DC all day. That's Quincy. Oh,
and back to you.
You made Pastor Latrell do Wakanda love. Michelle said happy birthday. Michelle said happy birthday as well. But listen, let's talk about, you said that when you set out to do something, you put your mind to it and there's no plan B. You set your mind out to do what on August 12th? What is the ultimate purpose? Yes, there is fun. There'll be food and things like that come with the day party. But what is the intention behind this?
There's 2 intentions. And I'm going to say more than 2 things, but there's 2 intentions. The first umbrella is to network, to meet people that you would not normally meet, right? To be able to expand your base to people that you're not in communication with every day. That's number 1. Number 2 is to be inspired, to be uplifted. I know many times in my entrepreneur journey, it has gotten very heavy and it has gotten very hard. and I've gone to events or heard a word from someone that was just enough to keep me going. And so I really want to uplift people, for people to feel empowered. It is not just a day for entrepreneurs. It is also for aspiring entrepreneurs, for people that are thinking about, hey, I'm thinking I might want to get in here, but I'm not quite sure where to start, how to start, what to do. And so that is really designed for everyone. There are others that have said, well, I'm not an entrepreneur, but they're creatives. And I'm saying, listen, if you're creative, you are an entrepreneur, even if you're an independent contract. And so what we've done, or what we've done, because it's not a team, it's not just me. What we've done is really be very careful in selecting specifically the panelists so that we could cross multiple industries. So it's like, okay, well, I do this, so I don't fit in. No, there should be something for everyone. I believe there'll be something for everyone. I'm looking to be inspired, encouraged, uplifted, and leaving with my love tank and my heart just a little bit fuller than when I started that morning. So
what is the I was just making sure, for those of you that are tuning in, the link, I was sitting here in the background putting the link. It is pinned at the top of the comments, and so as you're listening and hearing about it, you can go directly to the link, purchase your tickets. Even if you can't attend, you can purchase tickets, put a note and say, hey, I would like to donate this. I'm sure Pastor Chase, and I'm saying Pastor Chase, but everything within me wants to say Miss Chase and Miss, like they call you in school, Miss. But the link is there. And so if you would like to go, if you would like to support someone else going, she mentioned younger entrepreneurs. Pastor Chase is in contact with a lot of them, not just cosmetologists, but you kind of didn't go too much into the fact that in your academic role, you also
Yes. So I work for the Boston Public Schools. I work at Madison Park Technical Vocational High School.
Class of 1990, sorry.
Class of 1990. That's James, not me. I'm a little younger than James. But anywho, for those who are not familiar, Madison Park is the only vocational high school in the city of Boston. There are 20 career and tech areas. And in my role, I come in contact with all 20 tech areas. And so I keep, a lot of students keep in touch with me after graduation. Actually, 2 of the panelists are former students of mine from way back when. They grown now. I know I look like a young dime, but as y'all know, I'm 49, so I've been in it for a minute. James, don't make that face. But anyway, yes, I meet a lot of entrepreneurs. I interact with a lot of entrepreneurs and a lot of young people. And at one point, I was a young person and I was just starting. I was probably a little bit, not older, like old, but older when I opened my first salon. But as far as being an entrepreneur, I've always had an entrepreneurial spirit. And there's so many young people who have that and kind of don't know where to start. Listen, I was looking at Channel 4, what's that? CBS morning show last week. And there was a young woman on there, plus size. She had an app. And I was like, oh, this is cool, blah, blah, blah. She said, I'm 21 years old. I said, wait a minute. Listen. Because I'm thinking, when the young people have the opportunity, when younger people have an opportunity to get started early, it's limitless for them. And so even though next Saturday is going to be a good time, it's going to be fun, it's going to be uplifting, there are also some very practical things that will be happening. There'll be a bank that will be on site to talk to people about small business loans and e-commerce and those types of things. So, it's not just about the having fun, even though I like to have fun, but it's about practical tools and some of the things that I wish would have been a bit plainer. I will give props to the city of Boston because now the process is definitely more transparent. Yep. But when I was starting out, it was not transparent. I would ask people and they would give me 10 different things. And I was, running around chasing my tail, trying to figure it out. And so if you know me, but the people that are out there, I want to see people win.
Yep.
I'm not content with me just winning. I want to see people win that want to be winners. Mm-hmm. And so I'm just simply trying to do my part. And I have hesitated for a while because I'm not a Bostonian, but realizing and learning from some of my friends who I'm seeing doing some amazing things, that I do have a voice and I do have something to lend to the conversation. So that is really the plan, the purpose. Before we get too far into it, and I'll repeat this later, what I did for the day. So VIP tickets are sold out. They're gone. I'm so sorry. But the regular admission is still available. The venue is spectacular. It's at the Grand in Boston. So if you've been in the Grand, you know there's really not a bad vantage point. So it's going to be a great time. But what we did today for the Java listeners, if you go in, and James, if you could pin this.
I'm getting ready to.
I don't know how any of these things works, but anyway,
I'm learning as we go.
There's a discount, and you might say that's not a real discount. It's $1 off, right? Which doesn't sound like a big deal. But one of the secret perks of VIP, which I had not yet announced, is that there will be an on-person or in-person.
Wait! You're dropping and making an announcement here in the Java Cafe.
I am
exclusive. Okay, go ahead.
And it's an exclusive.
Hold on. Let me do it right. Jesus, where you at?
Okay, so one of the perks of the VIP that had not been announced, it's kind of a little hidden surprise, is that there are going to be headshots available for the VIP attendees. And so while the VIP is sold out for seating, I wanted to, for the Java Cafe, give you all a special code, which is Java, Java. It's $1 off, so it's $59, but that will entitle you to the headshots as well that day, which is a great perk. Headshots will be available, but they'll be for purchase for an additional charge. So
for the other people, and so if they go in today.
If they go in today, I've actually made it for today and tomorrow because it's my birthday. So today and tomorrow, you can go in, you can type in Java, you get $1 off, but that will entitle you to a free headshot, complimentary headshot. They'll be taken on site, and then you'll receive them via email. So please make sure you use a good email address.
And please type it correctly.
Please type it correctly because I don't want you all like, you never sent me. Make sure your email address is correct because that is where you will receive your headshot probably the day after, no more than 48 hours after the event. So yeah, I'm excited.
Heidi says she need are you gonna have a makeup artist there too, or just a headshot?
Just a headshot. I'm sorry. And actually I'm gonna be emailing VIP in advance so that they can know, so if they want to get real cute. Now listen, my wheels are already turning for next year. So I think next year we probably will have a makeup artist as part of the package.
Out of town, or you're going to do the out of town trip and then a local? Oh, you talk about the networking event. This is two separate
networking event.
Birthday versus okay. So this is going to be an annual event.
That is the plan. That is the plan.
If you know Latrell, she got ready to say that is the plan. I'm looking forward to it because there is that balance of having a good time, but then also furthering your brand and getting to know other people and networking. Why is that so important? We're just coming off the Boston Wild Black family reunion. We're just coming off still at the very tail end of the NAACP Black Spaces. How important are these spaces for women? Diane Wilkerson and you all, there was this other event that just happened with, I believe, the women and the Win Breakfast and some other event. How important is it that these spaces stay sustainable and consistent?
Well, I think it's very important for it to stay sustainable and consistent, because sometimes people may have difficulty networking on their own. Maybe their network is smaller and they're looking to grow their network. Because I want to tell you all the truth. If you're an entrepreneur.
It's the internet. She'll be back in 2 seconds, y'all.
Am I back?
You're back, audio, and then there's the camera. There you go. It happens all the time. Somebody either calling you or somebody streaming.
No, nobody's calling me. So, but anywho, I will tell you the truth. Those events are important, but networking is crucial because, and this is for my young, and I don't mean young in age, I mean young in entrepreneurship. If you are looking for the majority of your support to come from your friends and family, you're going to be heartbroken every time. And so if you do not expand your network, you will have your feelings hurt. That is why networking is important.
I will say that friends and family and yours as well, the immediate and whatnot.
I don't mean this in a mean way.
No, listen.
Yeah. And I'm not going to say that it doesn't sometimes sting, but it does not hurt the way it used to hurt, because sometimes we get in our feelings like, oh my God, I can't believe. But the bottom line is, for whatever you're doing, there is a market. For whatever you're doing, there are people that want what you're doing. And sometimes that's not what your friend and family wants. And so we have to be okay. There's a balance. Now, if you say you might ride or die, I expect things to be a little different, but there's a balance. If I don't use, what's a scent that I don't like? Patchouli, and you're selling patchouli, perfume, I'm not going to buy that, beloved. I might give a donation, I might not. And it's not because I don't support you, because support comes in other ways. People sharing, people liking, people commenting.
Can we park there for a minute? Because there was a time when you were perceived as being petty if you looked at who liked and who shared stuff on social media. Post-pandemic, and as an entrepreneur, there's that reel that's floating around where the brother speaks in tongues and maybe he's not using the best language. Well, how come you ain't did this yet? Because you ain't liked my. And so we got to give credence to something as little as share and like from ride or dies and family, because in this world, social media is a part of promotion. And so when you said that there, because I had the thought the other day that it's a little bit different now that I'm an entrepreneur. I do kind of look and see who shares and who likes, because you just want to get a sense of where the support is. That's fair. I'm going to be transparent. That's very real. But I thank you for naming that, because you're dropping nuggets. You talk about young entrepreneurs. There are some of us. I mean, Ayana says I'm a toddler. Java with Jimmy is 3.5 years old. And so there are some nuggets that I wish I had had a year and a half ago. And so, but that's also some of what is going to come out of this, because you're doing a panel as well, right?
There's a panel. So can we talk about the panelists for a month? That's the key.
I'm going to get that. You talking. I'm going to get that queued up here in the background.
Okay. So on the panel, there is an electrician. He owns his own electrical company. He's young, mid-20s, young dude, killing the game. A newer entrepreneur, but doing very well, because I wanted to have balance. I didn't want it to just be we've been in business for years. There needs to be different perspectives. There is a cosmetologist who's not me. She's killing it. She's been in business now, I'm going to say 12, 13 years. I could be wrong. There's a pizza shop or pizza owner. He's been in business for a few years now from a different region. Then there's someone who owns a consulting firm who hasn't been a full-time entrepreneur for long, but is absolutely killing the game now. So there are just all these different perspectives. And then the keynote speaker, Justin Haynes, he's a fashion designer. Funny thing, I have never met him in person, right? Mm-hmm. We met on social media probably over 10 years ago. I was buying clothes from him when he was selling clothes out of the garage, but I've never met him. I would send other people to go pick up, or he would mail my stuff. We've never met in person, but I follow his journey, and it is absolutely inspiring, like incredible story. And he's going to talk about kind of where he is now, what's going on, and how he got there. Yeah, never met him. Is not a friend of mine. But I've been a supporter. He doesn't know me from Adam. I started supporting him through someone else, Alexis Benoit. I saw something she had on, and it was like, oh, it's from this guy named Justin. Hit him up. And that's how it started. So again, it's not always the people that you know. It's not always the people that are closer to you. And just because people aren't supporting you the way you think they should, doesn't mean they're not supporting you. Now, of course, as a believer, I do have Holy Ghost address. And so I'm able to discern a little funny business, shady business. And I don't check people. I just put them where they need to be, and I keep it pushing. I'm just saying.
Nope.
We want to have balance in all the ways.
You listen, and
any kind of way,
that
but we're going to acknowledge
that balance is really real. Gifts come without repentance. Mine is still active, and you can very much discern. And we cannot allow people to continue to gaslight. There's this thing about protecting your peace and your space and being triggered. No, I'm good. Love you and I say this often on the platform. You got to move in love. Sometimes you got to practice tough love, and you got to love from a distance. And that is about you and protecting your peace. And so we're not going to go into a whole dissertation on that. Leslie said that she is buying her ticket now. And Rhonda said this is a harsh reality around a few things that you said. It is just so important that we really support our entrepreneurs, young entrepreneurs, women-owned businesses that really, and right now, my latest understanding is that Black women are the biggest pool of entrepreneurs. Also the biggest pool of academics going back to school and achieving
degrees, multiple degrees.
So you get ready to work on yours, right, doctor? Did you start yet?
I haven't started
when
yet.
Michelle says
I haven't started yet. I got accepted into a program 4 years ago, before COVID. I got accepted into a program. I know my limitations, both as an entrepreneur and as Latrell. I am a little scatterbrained, and so I do not do well with online learning. I need a brick and mortar sitting up in the building. So I got accepted into a program, but there were not enough people in the cohort, so they came back and said, you can do a hybrid or you could wait for a new cohort. I will wait for 500, Alex. And then COVID hit. And then, if I'm being transparent, I don't know what it is about the Java Cafe make you just want to tell your business. But anywho, I have not taken out any loan. I did not take out any loans for my.
It's Testimony Tuesday, so come on and testify.
I did not take out any loans for my when I finished my bachelor's degree and when I got my master's. I did not want to take loans out. There's a lot of school of thoughts around doctorates. Oh, it should be paid for, and that's wonderful. I've not found funding yet, and no, 50,000 is not a lot for God, but my pockets needed a break, and I was like, So, and then I got busy, and I have so many other things. I was not a professor when I started. I am gonna get my doctorate. I just don't want to put a date on it because then y'all gonna be able to hold me accountable. So leave me alone, and I'll let y'all know when it happens.
Look. Delay does not
mean denial.
I got to show before we go. I got to show you something from the Gospel Fest, and you'll more than most appreciate it because our father came up out of me on Sunday.
I saw it.
Oh, you.
I said
we're not going to go there. We're going to Katani, Eaton, Sumner, my sister. The Sumners, Chris and Katani, Eaton, Sumner, going to be all up in the VIP.
Yes.
So they there.
They got the Oh, did I also say? No, I'm not going to say that because I don't want to get them. I don't want them to have security. But I failed to mention that Java with Jimmy is a sponsor for the Trailblazer Experience, and it's Java with Jimmy is sponsoring, not Jimmy personally. So don't y'all go calling him. Java with Jimmy is sponsoring the headshots. The headshot experience for the event. And I know there's been some events. I saw headshots down at the NAACP convention, and I thought that was amazing, but that was something that I definitely wanted to have and worked hard to be able to bring just tools that people need. Yeah. We don't want to see selfies on your flyers. We don't want to see, listen, entrepreneurship costs. Scared money don't make money, and you got to spend money to make money. It's hard. I know that it is, but what I'm realizing post-COVID, although it's not post-COVID, but as we're moving away or moving into where we're just living with COVID, right? And this goes back to the support. People are very particular about where they spend their money, how they spend their money, and why they spend their money. Yeah. And so while I can appreciate everybody has humble beginnings, even in your humble beginnings, you have to find a way to do it in an excellent way.
It has to
because janky is not getting it anymore.
And that is another piece, and another probably has to be Java After Dark and sort of a come to Jesus meeting around the balance of, yes, supporting Black-owned businesses. We want to support Black-owned businesses that we feel are committed to Black excellence. I'll frame it like that.
When my mother, and I think my mother's listening, I hope she doesn't mind me saying this. My mother and I had an idea for a jewelry boutique 20 plus years ago. My mother ended up branching out and doing it first, right? And so you go to vendor shows and you see things and you see people have these expansive displays. 9 times out of 10, it did not start like that. My mother started with $50. That was all that she could commit to, was $50 worth of product. And then once that sold, she went back, she got more. Then once that sold, she went back, she got more. When I first started the She Who Dares boutique that's in the salon, I like nice things, and right, everybody knows that. But I had to start with what I could do. And then I just kept going back until it expanded. Now I'm busting at the seams and trying to figure out how to reconfigure my space. But don't always look at the finished product. Don't ever look at the finished product, because I don't care who it is, what color they are, unless somebody just gave them a boatload of money. And even still, there was a start. And the start did not look like what you see.
Trell.
Could y'all come in on the end of it? And it's like, listen, when I first came to Boston, and I don't want to get too deep, and people like, I didn't think she had.
It's Testimony Tuesday.
I know, but what I'm about to say, I don't want anybody to be alarmed. Like, I didn't know she had kids. When I came to Boston, I had to go on WIC, right? I was horrified, but it needed to be done. But I had designer bags. I drove a decent car, and it wasn't that I had been irresponsible with my money. It was just that was the station that I was in life. Yep. And people used to kind of look at me when I was in the store, and that's something I never do. You'll see people say, oh, don't ask me for school supplies, and you sending your kids with $200 sneakers. Listen, are there people that mismanage their money? Absolutely. But you don't know if that kid got them shoes from school drive. You don't know,
school giveaway, or
you don't know people's stories. And so while we're looking at entrepreneurs, you don't know my story. And not because I'm not willing to tell you, because you don't want to hear the hell. You only want to hear the good parts. I'm gonna tell you the good, bad, the ugly, the indifferent. I'm gonna tell you how when I opened this salon, listen, that credit score was abhorrent. That's how I know it was Jesus, because them people should have told me to get out and go away. But I knew that I was on assignment, but there was nothing. I remember saying to my mother, I want new furniture. She said, Latrell, you just can't have that. You got to be grateful for this thing right here. Then God said, put this raggedy furniture on Craigslist. And I sold it for more than I paid for it. So just ideas. But again, back to my original point, because y'all know I lose focus. You cannot look at the now without finding out about the then.
How did you listen?
And I believe that on the 12th, there's going to be a lot of conversations about the then. Don't look at this now, the nice, the this, the that, because it was some times when, listen, during COVID, I had major surgery 6 weeks before COVID hit. I had prepared for that. I ain't prepared for no COVID. I had just went back to work when they said, okay, shut everything down. I was out of work. Do you know people were still sending me Cash App requests? I said, are you crazy? Are you on drugs? I need to send you one. People get real stuff anyway, because child, I could go off on a whole tangent. I want to see y'all. Oh, dress code, because people keep asking this. Listen, don't ask me if it's too much.
I was going to say, don't ask Latrell about the dress code.
Don't ask me if it's too much, because I tried on a whole ball gown the other day and said to my husband, you think it's too much? He said, it's you. It's never too much. But anyway, be cute. It ain't church. Be warned. There's going to be a DJ. There's going to be music. We still going to be,
And there's communion.
It's a party.
There's communion.
If you choose to take communion, that's your business. I won't be taking communion in Jesus' name. But, get cute. It's a day party. I don't want to say sexy like y'all come naked because I don't think sexy is a bad word. But, get cute like you going to hang out. It's a day party. I'll probably be a little extra. That's all I got.
I'm trying to probably correlate this to some sort of I can't correlate it to anything about, your only way to serve it because sexy and church just kind of don't mix. But there was
no, don't do sexy church because I'll be afraid. It's a day party, be cute, but it's also networking. So you want to network. You don't want them to be networking on your networks. So make sure Yeah,
that is the word for the day. You don't want them to be networking on your networks. Okay. But
don't forget, Java fam, use the code Java. It's $1 off, but it does allow you or get you to have the free or complimentary headshots. My mother texted me and said, "Stop saying so I know she about to lay me."
I say Marlo, you can't be texting her during the show and what? Oh God, we gonna get a whole review. And I might step out of my red on Sunday.
If James come out his red, y'all already know it's about to be something crazy that's going to happen because it's been 3 years of red. I'm not saying that in a bad way. I'm saying it's a different way. Look at you, ready to fight. That's not what I'm saying.
I was not. Lori's in the room. Lori says hi.
Hi, Lori.
Quincy talk about I'll style anyone that needs help.
Yeah, because listen, if Quincy styles you, baby, you're going to be styled down, okay?
He was stepping out in them Balenciagas last night.
Yeah, listen.
Antoine's in the room.
Hey, how you doing?
Antoine Davis, up here, Antoine.
I know.
Oh, I didn't know whether you...
Listen, barely. It's only
I was getting ready to say
because I don't have my bifocals on, so I can get child. I'm 49 today, y'all. Go buy a ticket, and that's how. Happy birthday, 2020.
I do have to also acknowledge that this track, that y'all hear every morning was actually curated. I curated it, and it was created by her husband, Tyrone Chase. I was I was trying to pull out a surprise. Oh, hold on. I'm just working on something before I let you go. Okay. You got to deal with me for about 2 more seconds because
me.
I'm about to, if this works out right, you about to get laid out. I'm trying to have somebody call in real quick. So I need to make sure that they're available. You look at it. She's like, what is he doing? I'm trying to, figure out who it is. So while we're trying to figure out who it is, let's go back to why we have Pastor Chase in the room this morning. Don't forget on August 12th from 1 to 5 p.m., Justin Haynes of, what is it called? I'm reading the flyer on the screen. Justin Haynes of what though?
Justin. Justin. Yeah.
I'm talking trash about you and I need my glasses as well. Justin will be the keynote speaker. Don't forget there will be a panel featuring one of Boston's own, Shayna Bryan Consulting as well, and others, not just from the Boston area, but from around the region. You can go in and get your ticket. The link is definitely posted and pinned at the top. Also, if you use the code Java, let me see if I can work this out real quick. Crap.
If you use the code Java,
you get $1 off the ticket, but you also, so it's not even if you use the code Java, you walk away with the headshot, which can be valued anywhere from $150, $200, $300, because some of these photographers for headshots are expensive. And so you get $1 off, but you're walking away with like value of $100. Yes.
Can I say one more thing?
Of course you can.
I know that we are used to, it starts at 1, I'll show up at 3. Please don't do that. I promise you, I'm an on-time person.
And I didn't time event promoter.
I did not plan this like, we'll just have all this airtime. It's not. you want to get in the room, and the food is going to be going throughout the day. So I want you to make sure you eat well, because if you know me, I like good food. Make sure you eat well, and I just want you to experience it all. So please, as much as possible. Now, if you coming from somewhere else and that's when you get there, cool. But I don't want you to be like, well, what? I missed it, because you're gonna miss it. We're not gonna wait because you're not there.
So basically, you need to be on time.
Basically, you need to be on time. I would say 1:15, 1:30 at the very latest. You need to be on time. And the live music is only for the first 45 minutes. So, and my husband put together the band. And I'm not saying this because he's my husband. If you don't know Tyrone Chase, I would Google him. He's a big deal.
They should know who he is. Every birthday.
I'm just letting you know.
We can show him who he is.
Don't know him. He's a big deal. And so
we can show him who he is.
It's good, you know.
Okay. Hold on. We about to work it out. Hold on. Look at Jesus. Hold on. Latrell, just give me 2 more minutes.
This is a mess.
No, it's not.
Who is it?
Don't worry about it. I got aces up my sleeves.
Maybe I got to forget my face set like a flint.
No, so I'm not messing with you. All right, hold on. We're gonna be good in 2 seconds.
Okay.
I can't wait, Jesus, till I get a full production team here. We got it. It's coming. I know that's right. All right, here we go. I think we good right about now. So you promise you're not gonna cry?
I can't promise that because you didn't tell me who it was.
You'll have to find out who it is in a minute, Jesus. Okay. Hold on.
Hello.
Tyrone.
Yeah.
Oh, I got your spouse online. You're online. You're on the show right now. And I just wanted to hit you up so you could do your virtual wink or say whatever you wanted to say to your to your cupcake.
Did you put my man on the spot?
I told him I was calling out. He knows it's not on the spot. Okay. So Tyrone, what would you
I didn't know exactly what it was for. I definitely want to wish her happy birthday.
Thank you, baby.
And Tyrone, just speak to the fact you more than most, you more than anybody, maybe Marlo next to you, have watch Latrell's journey. Can you just speak to the fact of what you've observed about her as the entrepreneur, as the go-getter, as the influencer? Just it's her birthday as well. And so I just wanted to reach out to you because you know more than most, not just the success that she talked about, but also the behind the scenes. And so your opportunity just the level on Citrell.
To do what she's done and to be an entrepreneur and all of that, you have to. And to see your dreams fulfilled, you have to be consistent. You know, I heard her say that, people see the ending, you don't see the beginning. I saw the beginning. I saw the hurt. I saw the pain. I saw, I know I want to do this, but is it worth it? And I saw the persistence to say, no matter what, I'm going to go after it, and when you think about it, that's really hard because a lot of people are stagnant and they don't fulfill their dreams because they're not, for whatever reason, they're not going to do that. Whether it's fear, whether they just get beat down, that's not a judgment thing. That's just observation. So, putting it in one word, it would be perseverance.
Ooh.
To see the perseverance to do that. And the reason why I say her is because on the outside, people look like they're indestructible. Like everything rolls off their back. It doesn't. Mm-hmm. So I saw the hurt. I saw the hurt feelings. I saw all of that. I saw a lot of what other people did not see. She talked about, like with family and things like that or whatever. There was, I saw it from all angles and that be perseverant to say, you know what, even if I got to walk through this crime, if I got to walk through this hurt, I'm going to do it. And so that has been and don't get me wrong, all of it has not been hurt. There's been tons of support there. I don't want it to come across with no support, anything like that. You know what I mean? We come from really good support systems.
Yep.
On both sides of our family. Very supportive, very good village, great village. But yeah, it would be perseverance. So I mean, if somebody's listening to this, I mean, she's already said it, but if somebody's listening to this that you feel like, I'm really, really tired, like persevere. That's the only way that you're going to be able to accomplish.
I definitely appreciate you. He was about to get in pastor mode and talk about persevere, keep it moving, keep it going. And when Tyrone was talking, I was thinking about what Bishop used to talk about. Even if you're fearful, what did he used to say? Do it what?
If you can't do it because of fear, you got to do it afraid.
You got to do it being afraid. And so, Tyrone, I know I caught you off guard, and I got Latrell on here a little bit longer than maybe she anticipated. But thank you, bro. I appreciate you.
27 years of marriage last Thursday, 27 on the 27th. That's my boo. Thank you, baby.
Tyrone, I appreciate you, brother. You can get me later.
Nah, you good, man. It's all right.
All right, man. Latrell, you heard that right here. He said, I'm good. No. But Tyrone, I really appreciate you. And I was telling the folks that the track that they hear every day was created by you. And so I appreciate you, man, for bringing that level of professionalism into the Java Cafe. When I first heard it, I said, ooh, this is the Black Donahue.
And I mean, it just ended up being like that. I didn't necessarily plan on it or say any of that, but we all family, so I mean, it's it's always a special bond amongst us. We've got a lot of history, so
Listen, all right, Tyrone, I'm gonna get you off of here before we all get moist-eyed. All right, brother, I love you, man, and we'll talk soon.
You too.
All right,
y'all.
Baby, see you later.
Oops. So yes, that was my little surprise to have Tyrone come in the room, and you did well. You didn't cry.
I didn't. I'm a G. I'm a thug.
You want me to call him back?
No.
Okay. I could. Some folks will get me for this, but I was going to say, what you call it? Let me call Bishop Evans. No, sir. All right, we're going to get ready to go.
Thank you so much, James. I really do appreciate it. I do not take it lightly. Somebody said, "Oh, Erykah Badu sings called Tyrone." Yeah. I do not take it lightly. I appreciate it. Thank you, Boston, for every share of the flyer, every comment, every like, every prayer.
Yep.
Because prayer is support too.
Oh, Mother's Board. Please add Latrell, period. But then the event as well. Success of the event to the list. So Mama Java, Leslie, and all y'all, the mothers in here, add that to the prayer list. They have a prayer list.
I know they do.
Okay. They do.
They prayer warriors. Don't play with them.
They do not
play. I already know. Listen, I already know. And me and Mama Java goes back way, 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 way back.
Oh God.
What was that street off of Talbot? I won't tell the story, but what was that street over there behind? You know what I'm talking about.
When you was getting your hair braided?
When I was getting my hair braided. That was over 25 years ago. So, oh yeah, we go way back. She was praying back then. Hallelujah.
You ain't right.
What?
Nikki and Cammy ain't, they're not on here as much, so we're good. All right, y'all. We're gonna let you all go.
Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you for the birthday wishes, for the warm, for everything. Thank you. I really appreciate it.
Don't forget, you all, to go to the link and type Java. You get $1 off in the payment, but you walk away with a valuable headshot. And as Anna Maven said in here, Anna Maven's in the room. Latrell, she said that everybody needs a professional headshot. Where is it? And so you do, even if you're not quote unquote, an entrepreneur or whatever. Birthday
I change my hair so often. My toxic trait is I have a headshot for every look. I do not, except for on that one flight with the blue head, just because I like that picture. But if I'm doing something, I don't want to walk in. I already don't wear makeup, right? But on my headshots, I got on makeup. I don't want to walk in and they be looking for somebody else. So whatever hair I have a headshot to correlate.
You can't professionally catfish the people. So you got to have a headshot. And Minister Derek Thompson is in the room. He said happy birthday.
Hey, brother.
So
Anna Maven, I have followed her for years.
Yeah.
She is someone that I look up to.
And she's getting her ticket today.
okay, I look up to her. I've had a chance. I took a class with her last year, and the teacher probably thought I was crazy because maybe it was the year before, but I was like fangirling like in the virtual class. Like, oh my God, I'm in a class with, and she don't even know that. But like I look, her and her husband are doing amazing work, not only in Boston, but just everywhere. And like there's so many people you could look to and look at their stories and and just be inspired. And it doesn't have to be somebody you talk to. You can be inspired by people's trajectory and, seeing what they're doing and how they're moving. You can get cues like, okay, not that you're patting yourself after people, but like I look at successful people. Yeah. If I'm the most successful person in my group, I need a new group.
That's a whole nother. We need to do a Java After Dark about our.
Okay, I know. We didn't help.
No, you're good. You're good, but it's just it just to have those real sit down face to face conversations and capture them, because a lot of people just, as you've said and Tyrone said, they see this, but they don't see or remember that in this case it started with this. You know what I mean? And so that'll take us off there. So, all right, I am going to let you go. And Heidi is just going, and success leaves clues, and we need people to glean from. Listen,
absolutely. And Heidi is one of my people. Whenever I share on social media, I be like, look, I know dope people in real life that do dope things. Yeah. Like you gotta find some people that's doing some dope things that's challenging you, and some people. Listen, sometimes support look like your friend saying, that's a mess.
You need them truth tellers, authentic truth tellers, because if they're really a friend, they're not going to let you walk around with a crusty nose. Let's just be real. A crusty nose, something on your face or whatnot. Those are real friends. They're going to help you get your stuff together.
Or being stank. No, I won't say that. I won't embarrass myself. But anyway, I will. One day I gave my husband a mint, like, here you go. And then he turned around and gave me a mint. I was like, He was like, oh yeah. I was like, oh, feelings hurt. But okay. That's the kind of people I want around me. Don't let me be up in somebody's face just off and crazy and stinking. But even with our attitudes or the presentation of our product, you writing a book and you got 2011 typos and don't nobody want to tell you, but we all in a group chat talking about it. And you got to be the one to say like, nah, and not in a mean way, but I love you enough to say, this ain't it. Not that your dream ain't it, but this
way you're going about it.
This version ain't it. You got to tighten this up. You got to, do a little better. But anyway, I could talk about this all day because I literally want to see people win. And crazy enough, even my enemies. And that is the God honest truth. If you got a dream, I want to see you win.
Thank you for that challenge, because I'm about 99.9%.
I mean, I ain't saying I'm always doing backflips clapping for you, but I do want to see you win.
I can say 100%.
I don't want to see harm. And I do believe just because I don't get along with somebody doesn't mean they're not valuable, doesn't mean that they don't have something to offer to the world. So I want to see, I want to see you be successful in your endeavors. Like I just, man, I know I'm a little sappy in that way, but I really do. But anywho,
this going to make a contribution.
A great way to start my birthday. My 49th. Whew, Jesus. My 49th. James.
Good for 59, Latrell.
And you look good for 70. Oh. Now leave me alone. 49. Bless you.
I'll get you to end with bless you.
I'll get you to save the dates for next year's out of the country.
Get me that. And also, as soon as you have to save the date for next year, because a lot of people probably can't go this year, but they're saying they wanted to or whatever. I actually got a Dina, is that the same date of what we talked about before? Don't get me.
There's so much stuff going on in the city, and a lot of people headed to the vineyard. And that ain't on my mind yet, because I'm not in those circles, but give me about a year and I'm gonna be going down to the vineyard too. So give me till next summer and I'm gonna be more in tune with them dates. Because soon as I set the date, somebody was like, that's when everybody leave for the vineyard. Baby, I don't know that. I ain't been to the vineyard but one time when somebody else died.
I haven't done the vineyard in August too. And people are like, James, you haven't been to the vineyard? Nope, I haven't vineyard.
Next summer. I'm there in there like swimwear, but yes, we're gonna get to save the dates ASAP for next year. Start planning bigger, better, bolder. So the Grand Boston It's an amazing venue if you've never been.
It definitely is. It's right across from our homegirls.
Right.
And don't forget, folks, this is the information, and I'm trying to get back up. Folks have been really commenting. I can't find the comment no more with the link to it. But that is the flyer and the information. The flyer will be on my page. Where did it go, Jesus?
Yeah, even if you don't have a link, if you go to Eventbrite and you just search the Trailblazer Experience, it'll pop right up.
And it's actually pinned to the top of the comments. So this is why we're here today. Get your tickets, because after today, the next couple of days, I'm sure folks are going to be getting them. And then you don't want to be hitting me up talking about, hey, can you reach out to Latrell because all the tickets are gone? Nope. You need to do what you need to do. So with that being said, sister, I love you. Thank you so much for coming in the room today. And I will see. I will be in touch before next Saturday. But I'm looking forward to next Saturday is going to be yes.
Me too. I'm looking forward to it.
I'm going to be there.
My family's flying up.
I can't add too much then.
Yeah, you could listen. You grown, we grown.
I know.
So my mama, my aunts, my cousins.
That's why I said I can't act up too much because mother's coming.
Oh yeah, this is true.
Okay, so
all right.
I'm going to behave. Don't forget, folks. August 12th, 1 to 5 p.m. Latrell, I'm going to go pay some bills, and I will be in contact. Thank you for coming, spending an hour with us this morning. We're supposed to be half an hour. Thank you for spending an hour of your birthday with us. Before we go, if you did not, go in the comments, because I know she's going to go back and look. Put happy birthday in there. Celebrate this woman for all that she does for us in our city, her church, and the young people at Madison and things like that. And also Mother's Board, please keep her on the prayer list. All right. I love you, sis.
Love you too.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.
That was definitely, I think, one of my most favorite episodes, talking with my sister. We go at it. If this was like an after dark or face-to-face, we'd probably be like 2 hours. But we're going to get ready to wrap up. Jasmine, good to see you in the room, cousin. That's it for me. Tomorrow, we have Mayor Michelle Wu, who will be with us for We Need to Know Wednesdays with Mayor Wu. As she does, she comes in every month and we chat with her about issues. I know my phone inbox and text is about to blow up on, are you going to ask about this? You need to ask her about this. You need to tell her this and I know. I expect it every time that she's coming on. But come back tomorrow at 9 a.m. as we chat with Mayor Wu. Miss Teresa, I am going to eat and drink, doing better with that. And I think that is it for me. Mallory, good to see you in the room. How are you? Who's that little baby there? Oh, little Mallory. Good to see you in the room. And that is it for me this morning. We will see you guys tomorrow morning with Mayor Wu at 9 o'clock. I'm also tired. So that means that this was a good episode because the troll wore me out. All right, folks. Love y'all. Appreciate you. We'll see you tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. with Mayor Wu.